Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Yeah, host of welcome back to the Baseball Head 3, and hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're talking about Lane Kiffin left Ole Miss and total complete disaster. Total cluster F. He's going to LSU. Boy, you talk about burning bridges, boy. You never see anybody doing this before. This is just one of the crazy stories. And the media is all taking sides, you know. One says it's great. It's just the most bizarre thing we've seen ever in sports. I've never seen anything like this. But I need you to hit the subscribe button. You want craziness from the media, what their reactions is. You want to hit that subscribe button. So here we have two articles from Awful Announced. They cover all this stuff. They cover the sort of the sports media angle. First article, sports media torches Lane Kiffin's statement announcing LSU move. Kiffin tried to play the victim on his way to a $90 million payday at LSU. So Awful Announcing right off the bat is telling you what they think. Lane Kiffin's goodbye to Ole Miss was a mess from start to finish. Now former Rebels coach announced Sunday he was leaving for LSU 2 days after Ole Miss beat Mississippi State 38-19 to clinch a spot in the college football playoff for the first time in program history. Kiffin told the media at the Friday's Egg Bowl when that he had a lot of praying to do about his future, which everyone understood meant he was deciding between staying at Ole Miss or taking the LSU job. He took it for the money, folks. Did it for the money. You know, you can do it for the money, do it for the money. By Sunday afternoon, he'd made his decision. The statement Kiffin put out, let me read you this statement, blamed Ole Miss athletic director Keith Carter for not letting him coach the Rebels through the playoff. He wrote that he wanted to finish the season with guardrails in place to protect the program and any areas of concern, but Carter denied his request, despite the team also asking him to allow me to keep coaching them so they could better maintain their high-level performance. I suppose he's going to be taking all the coaches, too, that he has. That's great. Who would have been on the sideline? Who's going to be on the sideline for this team? As everyone in their right mind would imagine, the statement didn't land particularly well. Those in sports media called out the victim framing, questioning whether his players actually wanted to stay after reports said he'd been hiding from them all morning. I was supposed to have like a meeting with them at 9 o'clock, and he never showed up. Here's this one person, this guy, Brian Scott Rebay. I'm sure the team whose leadership council he hid from in his office this morning was definitely begging for him to be allowed to continue to coach. Oof, that's not very nice. Some Dave Portnoy, God. Dave Portnoy. That is one weird dude. This tweet is weak as F. Don't suddenly get serious. Don't say you prayed. Don't make it like you were the victim. Just post the below give and say, see you in Death Valley. He's a weird guy, Dave Portnoy. From Jason McIntyre, if you'd like dumpster fire, strap in because this has enormous boom playoff in 2027 or bust. Fired in 28, given the mess at LSU and Lane's history. He likes to burn bridges. That's basically what he is. Despite the team also asking him to allow me to keep coaching. To include that in there is a bad look, IMO, from Paola Getty, from Patrick Doherty. Has there ever been a less victimized person acting like they're the victims? LOL. Kiffin went 55-19 Ole Miss and delivered the program's first playoff berth. He's leaving for one of college football's premier jobs with a massive raise. But instead of owning that decision, the statement positioned him as the guy who wanted to stay, but wasn't allowed to finish what he started. Playing the victim on your way to a $90 million payday doesn't tend to generate much sympathy. No, it doesn't. And the crazy thing is that, like I said, he's done this before where he's left, but not at this spectacular level, you know. And boy, oh boy, the sort of insanity that you see. All right, now let me read you this article again from Awful Announcing. This is Lane Kiffin explaining his decision to ESPN's Marty Smith. This is And, you know, it's funny, he was going to the plane, and there were fans at the airport, private plane he was going to, and they were booing and just heckling him like crazy. He's going to make his life a living hell when they have to go play Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin explains the LSU decision to ESPN's Marty Smith before leaving on plane. What drew this decision out so long? Well, let's find out, shall we? Now, again, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well. Biggest story in college football this season finally reached a resolution on Sunday, with Lane Kiffin announcing that he's leaving Ole Miss to become head coach of the SEC rival LSU Tigers. Sports media were blasted Kiffin for his statement announcing the move, which he blamed Ole Miss athletic director Keith Carter for not letting him coach the Rebels to the college football playoff. Ole Miss entered Week 14 at number 6 in the college football playoff rankings and proceeded to blow out Mississippi State 38-18 in the Egg Bowl on Friday. Before Kiffin left Oxford on a plane for Baton Rouge on Sunday, he spoke with ESPN's Marty Smith about the decision, which Smith certainly thought Kiffin took long enough to make. Quote, "This was a very difficult day, very difficult and challenging day," Kiffin told Smith. "We went through a lot last night with Keith Carter, trying to figure out a way to make this college football playoff run work and be able to coach the team. At the end of the day, that's his decision. I totally respect that. I understand that decision. I just totally wish the team the best of luck. Wish that I was coaching, but I understand that it was a very difficult and challenging position for him and the chancellor to be in, and totally respect that. So I just really hope they can really play well and go win the national championship. But, you know, hey, moron, you leave, and the reason they're in this position is because of you, because you coached them well." Smith asked Kiffin what drew this decision out so long. Quote, "It was really difficult," Kiffin responded. "This has been a really special place. 6 years here. I know that there's a lot of feelings and emotions right now around. I hope when they settle down that there's an appreciation of what we were able to do here and the best run that's ever been done in the history of the school and brought some exciting times. So I'm so appreciative to the people of Oxford and the relationships that I've developed here. And when I spoke at my dad's funeral, he moved 17 times. And I realized when all the people, I got all letters, calls, people showed up around all those different spots, NC State, all the different spots he coached, and they said he was able to impact them and how much that meant to them. And so I really strive since that day to really try to impact people and help people through life, through my journey. So I just prayed a lot and made a family decision, hopefully get a chance to go impact a whole new set of people." Smith then asked Kiffin, "I understand you didn't attend the meeting on Sunday. Why not?" "Again, I totally respect Keith's decision," Kiffin began. So I guess he's kind of saying that Kiffin didn't want him there. Quote, "So that was his decision," Smith interjected. "Yeah," Kiffin said. "He asked me not to come to the meeting and said I couldn't come, which I totally understand. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. You know, we're trying to find a way to make this work and coach the team and give the team the best chance to win, but he's got a job to do. And like he said, he has to live here. So, like he said, maybe all the national people understand why he should let me coach, but he has to live here. And it's a little different when you're the AD. So totally respect that. Keith has been amazing to us over the last 6 years. Now, I would mention earlier, he did say, that he blamed him for not being able to coach. So he's kind of conflicted messages here. On the one hand, he supposedly respects what the AD is doing, but at the same time, he's complaining about the AD. Smith then asked, "Why was LSU the right choice for you?" "Oh, it's funny you should ask. They offered him $90 million. Quote, "There was something. This was really hard. My heart was here. But I talked to some mentors, Coach Pete Carroll, Nick Saban. Especially Carroll said, your dad would tell me you to go. Take the shot. You've accomplished a lot here. I always hated how we only gave 1 year to Tennessee and left. I really hated that feeling of that. Even though it was an amazing and exciting year, I didn't think we gave a lot to this program and to the city. Some of the most historic wins in the stadium we've ever had. And best regular season in the history of the school. I feel proud of that. But it just became time. I talked to God, and he told me, take the money. And he told me it's time to take a new step. It's time to take new money, Lane Kiffin. As Giffen made his way to the plane to depart for Baton Rouge, spectators in Oxford made their feelings known. They heckled him. Go to hell. You suck. Stuff like that. It was so loud you couldn't hear what they were saying, really. Well, this is one of the more bizarre stories you've seen in sports in a long time. And it's a bit of a drama. You wonder how this guy's going to do in LSU. That's a big college. I guess they haven't been good in a long time. But this is going to be some drama when he goes there, boy. And maybe this is his last stop. Maybe not. Maybe he wants to coach in the NFL. Who knows? That's really the next stop. Make $90 million. That's the next stop. The NFL. So, thank you for watching this video. And of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut 3. I'll see you later.